All right, let's jump right in. What's happening with AI right now? It isn't just another tech trend. It's way bigger than that. Honestly, it feels less like a software update and more like, well, like the discovery of a whole new continent. We are smack in the middle of a modern-day gold rush, a race to claim territory in this new digital frontier.
And the stakes could not be higher. This really says it all. The people who jump in now, the pioneers, they're the ones who are literally going to write the next chapter of history. And that word, pioneers, is so important. It means the field is wide open, not just for the giant companies, but for anyone with a good idea and the guts to build it.
So that's the billion-dollar question, isn't it? It's one thing to hear there's a gold rush, but it's a whole other thing to know where you should even start digging. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to unpack a map of this new frontier and show you exactly where the biggest opportunities are hiding.
Okay, at the very, very top of this new world, we have what you could call the mega mines. And look, these aren't your small-time prospectors with a pan and a dream. No, these are the huge industrial-scale operations. They're laying down the foundational layer that this entire AI economy is being built on.
And the numbers? They're just mind-boggling. We're talking $5 billion plus, and that's just the average revenue potential for one of these companies. This isn't about just launching a successful app. This is about building a core pillar of the entire digital age. It's a whole different level.
So, what do these mega mines actually do? Well, think about it like this. First, you've got the hardware folks, the ones making the specialized AI chips that are basically the engines for this whole revolution. Then you have the massive cloud platforms, which are like the giant plots of land where all the AI development actually happens. And then you have these grand challenge problems, like using AI to discover new drugs, a massive bet that could literally change humanity.
You see, at this huge scale, there are really only two ways to play. You either build the fundamental infrastructure, the digital railroads and the power plants that absolutely everyone else needs to use, or you use that infrastructure to go after an impossibly huge trillion-dollar problem.
Okay, so let's move down one layer. In every gold rush, bustling boom towns always sprang up around the big mines, right? These towns provided all the essential tools and services that kept the whole operation running. Well, guess what? The AI economy is playing out the exact same way. And these boomtowns are fascinating. They're not making the foundational chips themselves, but they're building critical, high-value tools on top of them. I mean, think about AI-driven cybersecurity. Every big company on the planet needs that. Or figuring out how to optimize a global supply chain. These companies are solving very specific, very expensive problems for other businesses. And in doing so, they're creating this vibrant, thriving ecosystem.
All right, this next part, this is where things get really, really interesting for millions of us, for entrepreneurs, for creators, for freelancers, because the single biggest lesson from every gold rush in history is this. You don't actually have to be the one mining for gold to get rich.
This is it. This is the big secret. Some of the biggest and most lasting fortunes weren't made by the miners who struck it rich, but by the clever people who sold them the picks, the shovels, the denim jeans. You get the idea. And that exact same strategy isn't just possible today, it's probably one of the most accessible and profitable ways to get in on the action.
And you know what? The formula for this is surprisingly simple. First, you leverage all the powerful AI tools that the megamines have already built for you. Second, and this is key, you add your unique layer of human expertise on top, your strategy, your creativity, your taste. And third, you take that powerful combo and you focus it on serving a very specific niche market that you know inside and out.
And this can look like so many different things. Imagine a consulting firm that just helps local businesses figure out how to use AI. Or a content agency that uses AI to create amazing work at 10 times the speed. It could be offering generative art services for brands, or hyper-personalized career coaching, or even fitness plans, all of it supercharged with AI. The possibilities are endless. So, there you have it. We've mapped the whole territory. We've seen the giant foundational megamines, the busy enterprise boomtowns around them, and the thousands of essential shops selling picks and shovels. The only thing left to do is to figure out where on this map you can stake your claim. Let's just pull back and look at the whole picture for a second. The megamines? Astronomical, multi-billion-dollar potential, but they also require a ton of capital and risk. The boomtowns? They offer a clear path to building a really big, really valuable company. And then you've got the picks and shovels. This is the most accessible way in, with the very real potential to build a highly profitable, multi-million-dollar business.
So let's just lock this map in our minds. The megamines build the foundation, the boomtowns create the essential tools for this new economy, and the picks and shovels providers, they offer the specialized, human-led services that help everyone else succeed in the gold rush.
Look, understanding this landscape isn't just some interesting thought exercise. It's about finding your place in this new world. So, are you going to build the foundational infrastructure, like a modern-day railroad baron? Are you going to be the toolmaker, crafting the indispensable apps that every business needs? Or are you the savvy entrepreneur, selling the picks and shovels that empower everyone else to succeed? The gold rush is happening, right now. The only question left is, what part are you going to play?